Good morning students. Today again I am going to explain about the directing chapter, and in which we have to discuss about the principle of directing. Earlier also I told you the definition of directing, but again I am revising the definition. So directing is an important function of management which helps the management to provide the proper guidelines and instructions to the worker to carry out the different activities in a best possible manner. It is also considered as an important function because it includes communication, motivation, supervision and leadership. These are the four pillars of directing, and without any of pillar the directing function will not be performed properly in the organization. So that we can say directing is an important part because important function because it creates the availability of resources in the organization and create the proper balance among them. Then only the all type of goal of the organization can be achieved. That is why directing plays an important role for the successful of any organization. As we know that the success of the organization are depend upon the workers, and directing is an important function which helps in creating the motivation of the worker, and to it also work to create the happiness among the workers those are working in the organization. That is why directing is considered as an important function of management. So there are some principles are also there. At first we should know about the meaning of principles. Principles are the general guidelines and fundamental truth which has to be followed by every person if they want to perform their activities in a best possible manner. So that these principles of directing are also very helpful for the managers to carry out all type of objectives of the organization in a best possible way. That is why these are the some principles which comes under the directing. The first one is harmony of objective. Harmony means proper understanding and objectives. There are different objectives are and towards different activities are directed to achieve it. So we can say the primary principle of directing is to create the harmony among the objective. It can be done if the workers are satisfied, then only the objective of the organization can be achieved. If the workers feel that they are the important resource of the organization, then only the objective of the organization can be achieved. If the management are treating the workers in a best possible manner, then only the workers can concentrate over the organizational goal, worker can concentrate over the social goal, as well as worker are satisfied with the management. So that we can say harmony of objective should take place if the management is trying to satisfying the worker those are working in the organization. The another principle is unity of command. As I told you earlier, unity of command means the supervisor, the subordinate should get or receive the order from one boss only. If they are receiving the order from one boss, then only they can perform the activities in a best possible manner. If the workers are not clear about their superior, then ultimately lot of problems may be arises. That is why we can say every superior should give the instruction to one subordinate, and one subordinate should receive order from one boss only. Then only the chaos and confusion will remove from the organization, and the workers will perform their activities in a best possible manner. That is why this principle is very helpful for the workers. The another one is unity of direction. As I told you earlier, every worker should get only one task to be completed in the organization. If they get more than one task, then it is very difficult for them to perform all the activities in a best possible manner, and ultimately they will not get any type of specialization to perform that particular work. That is why the workers should get only one work, then only they get the perfection to perform that work, and it is a responsibility of the management to direct the efforts of all the employees in a common direction to achieve the organizational goal. That is why it is an important principle of directing, in which the management insists the workers to join their hands for completing the different objectives of the organization. The another one is direct supervision. As I told you earlier, under the directing, management appoints supervisor to monitor the activities of the workers, and it is very helpful method to develop the motivation among the workers those are working in an organization. Because if the workers are facing any type of problem and it immediately removed by the superior, then only the worker get motivated and want to continue perform their activities in the organization. Whereas if workers are facing problem and they are not getting any idea or any suggestion, any solution from the management, then ultimately it develops the feeling of dissatisfaction among the workers, and the worker will not concentrate over the work. That is why direct supervision should be maintained by the management if they want to develop good relations between superior and subordinate, if they want to develop skills among the worker, if they want to achieve the organizational goal in a best possible manner. Participative or democratic. It is also considered an important principle because in which all the workers should get the chance to give their suggestions to the management, because we know that one mind can give one idea, but many minds can give better idea for completing the work. That is why the democratic style should comes under the directing, in which all the workers, those are working under the different levels, also get the chance to take participation in the decision making, and also to get the chance to give their suggestions to the management. And also it is a responsibility of the management to appreciate the suggestions and also reward the best suggestion of the workers, and try to motivate them to give more and more suggestions to the management. The another one is effective communication. It is an important part because without effective communication, no any type of work can be performed in a best possible manner or achieved in a systematic manner. Because effective communication is a type of communication in which both of the parties are able to communicate with each other. Because if superior is giving the command to the subordinate, and subordinate is not getting the authority to communicate with the superior, then problem may be arise. So that we can say both of the parties should get equal chance to communicate with each other, then only the different problems of the organization can be removed. The workers get motivated and want to perform their activities in a best possible manner, because the effective communication can develop the feeling of belongingness among the worker. With the help of belongingness, the worker work as a team in the organization, worker work as a family in the organization, and give their best efforts to the management. And the last one is follow up. In this principle, the management monitor all the things closely, in which they have to follow. They have to check out all the things, whether things are performing properly or not. If the things are going on smoothly, then it will be follow up regularly. If any type of problem arises, then only the changes will be done. So student, these are some principles of directing. You should watch the video, then only you get the principle, you get the meaning of the principles properly. Because remembering questions will not come in your examination. Many of case studies will come, and the case studies are totally depend upon the type of language which I explained in this type of video. So you should see the video, you should stay home, stay safe. Thank you.